Ndewo, aha m bụ Oriakụ Onyiche. Abụ m onye nkụzi Igbo. I want to give you tips about learning Igbo language. First of all, you need to identify why you want to learn Igbo language. For an adult, you identify, do you want to learn Igbo language so you'll be able to communicate with people around you, to be able to interact with those that speak Igbo around you, be able to respond when they speak, when they greet you. You don't feel isolated when others are speaking Igbo. All right, that's very important. You also would like to learn Igbo language to be able to transfer Igbo language to your children. Yes, Igbo language must continue. You need to transfer it to the next generation. Igbo Gadi. For our children, you convince them that they are Igbos, that there is need for them to learn their language. They should be proud of whom they are. They should be proud of their culture. Then you can make a reference that Europe, the Chinese, the Indians, the Germans, they speak their language and they are proud to speak their language. So for an Igbo person, she should also be proud to speak Igbo language. We should not be ashamed to speak. We should not be ashamed to identify with whom we are. Tell the child, do you know that one day you may elect to be the president of Nigeria? You may elect to be a governor, a House of Representative member, the chairman of a local government. For you to be a politician in Nigeria, you should be able to communicate in your language. You should be able to speak to those in your community. You should be able to speak to your king, that you will like to be identified and represent them. And you'll be able to say all those in Igbo language. You can even tell them that there will be need from time to time for them to speak in a language that everybody don't understand. Everybody understands English language, but there may be a need for you to communicate with someone close to you, and you wouldn't like any other person to understand what you are saying. You can be now it becomes a coded language between you and your partner. It could be your mother, it could be your father, it could be your friend, it could be your husband. You need to speak, and others want to understand. Igbo language becomes very handy at that time. There is an example. A parent told me that she traveled with her son to a Western country, and her son wanted to use the convenience. So the boy entered the restroom while the mom was at the door waiting for him. Some miscreants entered the restroom and they were holding a gun. The woman was afraid. She quickly called her son, Nnamdi, biko kpachara anya gị, ụmụaka bụ egbe, meaning Nnamdi, please be careful. Those boys are holding guns. So and the boy responded, One, meaning yes, mom. The mom was happy that the boy understood what she said. Yes. So for a child, there is need for that child to be able to have a language that can save him or her at any time. Also, you practice what you speak. When you have made up your mind on learning Igbo language, you need to listen. You listen and pay attention. When people are speaking, you pay attention. By paying attention, you practice. Practice what you have heard. By so doing, you mimic others, you repeat what they have said. By that so doing, you are learning the intonation, you are learning the pronunciation, because Igbo language has its pronunciation. Then you set your goals on what you want to learn. Within a month, what do you want to learn? You start with the basic things around you. You can use this word nwere to form sentences about everything around you. Example, enwere m ngaji, I have a spoon. Enwere m akpa, I have a bag. Enwere m anya abụọ, I have two eyes. Enwere m ntị, I have ears. Enwere m aka, you have two hands. So use enwere to form sentences with almost everything around you. Then you can talk about yourself, describe yourself. Aham bụ Oriakụ Onyeje. My name is Mrs. Onyeje. I am a woman, abụ nwanyị. I live in Lagos, ebim na Lagos. Talk about yourself, talk about your mom, talk about your dad, talk about everybody around you. Talk about things that are inside your room. Make sentences with them. Then your conversation, you could talk by yourself and you can speak with someone around you. It could be a coach, it could be your mom. Make sure you have a daily conversation. It could be from 20 minutes or more on daily basis. You must speak Igbo to yourself, with someone, to the mirror, to the walls around you. Make sure you are speaking. Don't be ashamed to speak. Make sure you continue to speak, to communicate, to respond, and by practice you are perfecting it. God bless you. Chukwu gozie gị.